Hi, I'm David.
And I'm Rachel.
And welcome to LeisureBit.
It's Easter weekend 2023, and today we're coming to you from Derwent Reservoir and Derwent View Glamping, which is on the border between County Durham and Northumberland. While we're there, we visit the lovely village of Blanchland, go for a paddle on Derwent water in a kayak, and we also pop out for some dinner in Edmundbyers. So let's take a look around.
Here we are at Derwent View Glamping, motorhomes and touring.
Derwent View's a fairly small campsite with the pitches arranged around the outside of the camping field.
So the pitch has a 16 amp electrical hookup. I had to use the longer cable on this particular pitch, which is pitch 2, albeit if you look at the pitch next door you can get away with a shorter one there. There's about 10 pitches on the site, so it's a nice size site, not too noisy or anything like that, and you get some fantastic views over Derwent Reservoir just in the background there. There's also llamas just in the fields behind us there, as well as some sheep. Just behind us here we've got the waste and recycling area, and then just a little bit further along to the chemical disposal point. So there's drinking water, wastewater and chemical disposal here. Those beautiful daffodils.
And the toilets are just through this way. Let's go and take a look.
Through the gate here. So here's the washing up area. And 2 toilets and showers here.
As you can see, there's a lovely view from the camping field across Derwent Reservoir.
As you head just down the hill here from the site, there's some parking spaces, but then you can get into the teepee bar. So let's go and have a look at that now. Just head round here.
Under the frame there's a seating area so you can sit.
So we've got the teepee bar behind me there where you can grab a coffee, an ice cream or a snack.
The teepee bar's opening hours varied depending on how busy it was, but it was normally open between about 10 and 11 each day and closed between about 3 and 5 o'clock. If you like lager, I'd recommend the Boat Shack. It was really nice. On the subject of Boat Shack, there used to be a restaurant here called the Boat Shack. Unfortunately, it's now closed and is being converted into a wedding venue. There's some work going on the site to improve it, and we were made aware of this when we booked it. We really enjoyed the company of the animals as well. Let's have a look at the site from above now. Let's have a look around Derwent Reservoir now. You can get down to the reservoir just outside of the site. You can either head down the road or there's a path that cuts through. There's also a car park, as you can see here, just at the bottom of the hill. The path which goes partially round the reservoir is multi-user. Dogs are allowed on leads and cyclists too. Worth noting that swimming's not allowed in the reservoir and also launching of watercraft, except for from the designated areas, which we'll look at later on.
Nice little walk around the reservoir here.
I think we'll get the bike out now and go for a ride around.
Good morning. It's Easter Saturday. Rox and I are out for our early morning walk, and you know what? It feels like there's only me and Roxy in the whole of this place. It's so quiet. Look at her. Stunning. There's David. There's Roxy. It's just so peaceful and so lovely just what's wanted on a bank holiday. Enjoy.
Meanwhile, back on site, I was cooking us some breakfast before we headed out for the day.
So we're at Blanchland in the northeast of England, not too far from where we're staying at Derwent Reservoir.
It's supposed to be one of the prettiest villages in the northeast.
So let's go and check it out. So you just make the turning into the car park just here. So here we are at the car park, and it's free to park here, but you can make a donation of £1 into the honesty box. So let's do that now.
And here's the gift shop. Isn't it pretty? So this stunning building used to be the schoolhouse, and it's now a tea room. It's the White Monk Refectory. It's open later, so perhaps we'll come and take a look.
Yeah, it opens at 10 o'clock. I think we'll check it out. So just behind me here is the gatehouse. What a magnificent building.
This is the old gatehouse, and it's now the post office and shop with some lovely seating outside.
And here we are in the centre of the village. We've got the Lord Crew Arms over there. We've got the post office and the shop just behind us. What a beautiful village.
It's absolutely stunning.
And the sun's even come out for us. How about that? We definitely recommend visiting. Lovely little bird feeder there in the centre of the village. And here we are at the Lord Crew Arms, and not open yet, but looks like it does some cracking food when it is open.
This is the door that leads you into the crypt bar at the Lord Crew Arms.
Everyone's welcome, dogs too. Let's go and have a look inside this lovely abbey. It's free to go in, and you can take your dog with you. Isn't that great?
The abbey's open and dogs are welcome. If the door isn't open, you can get a key from the hotel round the corner. And it says here that Way of Life pilgrims can get their passport stamped. I'm not a pilgrim, but maybe we'll get my passport stamped if we've got it with me.
What a beautiful abbey.
This will be where the babies were christened. I bet there was some noise in here on those days.
We always like to support things when we visit, so we'll pop something in here to support the Abbey.
Here's the pilgrim's passport stamp. I didn't have my passport with me, so I'll do it on my hand. How cute's that?
So Rachel, what did you think?
It was just beautiful. It is stunning. Just so pretty, really, and so quiet as well. What did you think?
I thought it was lovely and fantastic. It's open and fantastic. You can take your dog in as well. Big thumbs up. Worth checking out.
After we'd had a good look around Blanchland, we then came back to the White Monk Tea Room, which was now open, and we thoroughly enjoyed stopping off for some refreshments and a lovely piece of cake. Don't those cakes look absolutely delicious? And I can tell you, they were. After we'd finished our little treat at the White Monk Tea Room, we then popped into the gift shop, which was now open, and they had a lovely range of cards and gifts, as well as some tasty treats. They even had cushions. Definitely worth checking out if you're in Blanchland. There's plenty of interesting bits and pieces there. Worth a peruse. We'd almost concluded our trip to Blanchland, but there was still time for Roxy to find some water, the little stream that ran beside the car park, and then go in for a paddle. She just can't resist the water. Just before we leave, let's have a look at the beautiful village of Blanchland from above. It was now time to head on our way and leave the beautiful village of Blanchland. Next we headed to Derwent Sailing Club, which is on the opposite side of the reservoir to the campsite. As I fancied having a go on the water in a kayak, well, you have to, don't you? You're by a reservoir, why not? So I went and hired a kayak. Let's see how we got on.
Well, here we are, coming to you from Derwent Reservoir. So I've hired a kayak from the Sailing Club, and it was £20 for use of the water and £10 for the hire of the kayak. Well, I know what you might be thinking. Why didn't I bring my paddleboard? Well, I thought I'd try a kayak for a change, but next time we go out on the water, we'll go in the paddleboard. So hopefully you get the chance to see me fall in yet. find it a cracking way to relax to go out on the water. Something therapeutic about it. Well, that was an absolutely cracking time on Derwent Reservoir. Highly recommended. So here we are at the Derwent Arms, where we're going to have our evening meal.
The Derwent Arms is one of 2 pubs in Edmundbyers. It's a couple of miles away from the campsite near Derwent Reservoir. We called up to reserve a table. I'll pop a link in the description to the website so you can find out more details. As well as doing lunches and evening meals, there was information on breakfast which sounded really tasty. One for next time, I think. Worth noting, they're dog-friendly as well. There was some lovely views of the surrounding countryside looking out of the window. We had a lovely meal, and I even treated myself to a pudding. Well, it was on my holidays.
Nice meal out there, just having a wander back down the lane to just stretch Roxy's legs before heading back to the campervan for the evening. So you can see you've got the campsite just behind us there, and then Derwent Reservoir just in the distance. The gates are shut once the cafe closes, just to keep everything secure.
So that concludes our Easter weekend at Derwent View. What a fantastic site. We thoroughly enjoyed it.
So Rachel, what do you think of Derwent View Glamping, motorhomes and camping?
What a perfect weekend. For a bank holiday, it has just been so peaceful and blissful. The views are stunning, amazing walks on your doorsteps and beautiful things to go and see and do that literally are a few minutes away. The llamas and alpaca were beautiful, and we've had great food as well. Perfect. Really, seriously, could not ask for more. What do you think?
I was a little bit worried, given it's Easter weekend, and slightly worried because booking something that still had availability, you wonder what the problem's going to be. But it's absolutely been cracking. It's been nice and peaceful. It's been a lovely view out. You just better make it out the window there, but you can see across to Derwent Reservoir. A little bit cloudier today. We're now on Easter Sunday, but it's absolutely been brilliant and would highly recommend it. Thank you for watching.
Hope you've enjoyed it.
And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.